go. Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Kicking with the Crew. In this episode, we're talking about everything live with the Circus in Indianapolis. Got my guy Matt and Trev here with me, man, tonight, man. How y'all boys doing this weekend?
We're here, man.
We're here.
It's been a long week. It's been a long couple weeks for the Colts now, you know. So it's like we were just talking about before the show. It's entertainment, you know, not for the right reasons, but it's some unprecedented territory for the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, we've become an inner sports joke.
Yeah,
you know, I said before the show, watching the Devils game today, and they were talking about how crazy we are to start a 44-year-old retired quarterback.
A high school coach.
I can't even watch a hockey game anymore.
It's rough. It's rough. Good news, bowl season's here for the college football. They just had a huge kickoff return to start that, so that'll be something to keep an eye on. But yeah, man, the Colts kind of seem cooked, kind of seem deep fried. It might be all over.
Yeah, it's different. It's different being a Colts man. You got to be built for this because this is callousing some folks up, man.
Yeah.
It's
definitely talk about mental toughness, dude.
I think most of our listeners are an older fan base, so they pretty much have seen all of our joking years. You know, like the early '90s, we were a laughing stock, and then you know what I'm saying. So I think most of our listeners are okay, unless we have some of these young cats that had started to become fans like 2010 ish, 2005. Yep. They aren't used to this yet.
Yeah. It sucks.
I feel bad, man.
Some of the younger folks that literally haven't even seen us be really good. I guess that's
I feel bad for anyone who tried to jump on the bandwagon this year, man. Like those first 9 games or so, they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna jump on the Colts bandwagon," and now
it's funny
you got to write it out now. Like, you're stuck.
It's funny as hell that you say that because somebody tried to say that I was a bandwagon Colts fan, and I was like, "Why in the world would I bandwagon the fucking Colts?"
Bro,
the way the season has kind of turned out,
someone
hilarious.
said that shit to me too. They said it to me in one of the AFC South groups because they were like, "Oh, Colts fans, you guys must not care about your players. You know, you played Daniel Jones, no, you should have started him." I was like, I don't understand the point of this post. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Call up Shane Steichen and be like, "Hey, man, don't start Daniel Jones." Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I didn't want DJ to play on a fucking busted ass leg, but I don't have any say in it, so I was hyping it up. Like, what you mean? He was like, "Oh, you must be a bandwagon fan." What? That doesn't even fit the narrative. Like, what the hell are you talking about, bro?
I watched Scott Colzine play for this team. Right? Get out of here.
Now, you could have been a bandwagon fan from between 2000 to 2010, but since 2014, there ain't no way we have bandwagon fans.
No,
not one.
Yeah.
We may have fans that are like, "I'm not watching this because I'm not putting myself through it. I got better things to do." You probably got fans like that, but
like fair weather fans, yeah.
And I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
Like we said, this shit is for the mentally tough, man. Like this is not for the weak. Being a regular, you know, diehard Colts fan, it's not for the weak. It's rough.
Yeah. It's hilarious because I was just like, yeah, that makes no sense. And the way this season is shook out, it's just like, yeah, sure, I bandwagon this team of every other team.
Of all 32 of them, I chose
this is the one I chose.
If I would have bandwagoned anybody, it'd be the Rams. Like, that would probably be the one team I would bandwagon real quick.
Yeah, at least you know at some point they're going to be good again. They have their little stretches, and it's like it's either for us. It's either we're like terrible, bad, good, terrible, good, bad, terrible. Like it's the worst.
And you know what's crazy? Not to like we have plenty to talk about. Not to get ahead of anything, but just looking through the rest of the year, we damn well might go 8-9 or 9-8 again. Like after everything that transpired this year, we're gonna end up right where we were the last 2 years.
Trev, you weren't here last week, but me and Matt rattled it off already. It's crazy as down as me and Matt were last week, just because we knew how last week's game would go. What happened to Daniel just made this it made it even worse. Like we knew the Colts would do some bullshit, but the fact that this happened to him in that game, it's like, bro, it just proves like, bro, we are truly cursed. Trust me, you can't say me and Matt jinxed it. Like we told you guys what was gonna happen.
We definitely said it. I didn't even watch the game, bro. Like I was like, I watched the first drive, and then I watched the Jaguars' first drive. Then I watched our interception, and I was like, all right, I'm out. I'm done. It's gonna be a long game.
I'll play devil's advocate here though, because we talk about Duval every year, and for years we've been saying, "Hey, this is the year we're gonna break the curse," and it's really only been this year that
I ain't said that.
Other than DeMarco, all of us are like, "Yeah, we're losing this year." So we've tried the other way. We've tried to say we're gonna win, and
I thought we were gonna break the curse. I thought we were gonna break the curse when they had like one win on the season, and we were playing them in Duval at the end of the year. Nope. Nope. Didn't happen. That's what I knew. It don't matter. It don't matter how good we are. It don't matter how bad they were. Nope. They're gonna beat us.
But this one just hurts more because, like, aside from just how embarrassing the game was in general, like when you lose Daniel Jones like that, I know he was already hurt, but when you lose him for the season officially, it removes the hope, it removes the optimism or any kind of like, well, he could bounce back a little bit. It just removes that because now,
as soon as they said other leg. I was just ready. I was just done. I was done. I was like, yeah, this is awful. But
that's the risk. That's the risk you take. That's the risk you take when you have a guy who's got a broken fibula, and your body naturally compensates on the other side. Like he should have never played in the game.
And for what it's worth,
run through these scores real quick, and then we can dive into it because I know we got a lot to talk about, man. So starting off week 15, man, the Falcons actually upset and surprised the Buccaneers and beat them 29-28. The Falcons were actually the most penalized team since like 2019, the Cleveland Browns, and they won that game. They had more than 19 penalties in that game. It was insane that they came away with the win. Chargers beat the Eagles. Another one we can get into because Colts fans, we needed some help right there because if the Chargers would have lost, we would have still been in the playoffs. But it's just another thing that we don't get lucky with. Texans beat the Chiefs 20-10. Packers beat the Bears 28-21. Cardinals beat lost to the Rams 17-45. Broncos beat the Raiders 24-17. Dolphins beat the Jets 34-10. Steelers beat the Ravens 27-22. Saints beat the Bucks 24-20. Bills beat the Bengals 39-34. Vikings beat the Commanders 31-0. Shut them out. Seahawks beat the Falcons 37-9. The Tennessee Titans beat the Browns 31-29. Cowboys lost to the Lions 44-30. And as we all know, our clown show Indianapolis Colts lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars 36-19. And that, I mean, and the most important part of it all, Daniel Jones did not break his leg. He ended up tearing his Achilles. In the first quarter of the game. So, that's the biggest news to come from it all. So we lose. We're not completely out of the playoffs or anything like that. But chances and hopes are looking real slim and grim right now for our Indianapolis Colts, man.
Yeah, we're not mathematically removed, but like we know.
But hope has been torn down completely. Got a few people commenting here. Want to jump into this before we kind of get into this because, like I said, all of us have a lot to discuss. So we're not trying to dismiss you guys, but this is kind of pretty much going to be a lot of conversation bouncing between us because we all, I mean, like you guys heard me and Matt last week, we knew it was going to happen, but this is just on another level at this point of the stuff that we kind of go through as Colts fans. But Nathan is saying, man, amen, say man, praying for Danny Dimes. Hopefully we'll bring him back. But right now it's Old Man Rivers. And for the first time, they got a Heisman out in Indiana for the winner. Tressa says, "Hey, Matt, Leroy, Trev, what up, Josh? Appreciate you coming back, Josh Burner there." Nathan also says, "I hope Daniels come back next year. AR time is up." Looks like a new commenter there. Tiggy Suniverse says, "Hi, appreciate you coming in."
Tiggy's universe, bro. You gotta read, man.
I read that wrong. That's my bad.
I didn't
That's
even
my
notice.
bad.
Tiggy's universe.
I didn't even. I was trying to make sure I was. Hey, I was trying to make sure I didn't say titty. That's what I was trying to make sure I didn't do.
Welcome, Tiggy. Welcome.
Yeah, so I was trying to make sure I read that part right.
It's like that one meme where they like misread it and they say something about anal.
Yeah. It's like I'm trying to just make sure I don't mess that part up.
That man says Suniverse.
Chester says, so y'all ain't holding out hope for Uncle Phil. Nathan says, I'm 37, time to fire Ballard. 9 years, one playoff playoff appearance. He got to go. Melissa Martin looks like another new name there. Says 67. Oh, 6'7". I don't know why you're doing that.
6'7" or she's 67.
Yes, I think she's saying 6'7". I hope not. Could be 67. I don't know. Hopefully not 6'7". Josh says, unfortunately, fellas, over Rose. We had a great run. Richard Rose looks like another new commenter. Says, let's go, Uncle Phil. Got a couple new people in here. Appreciate y'all, man. I hate that y'all come in when the season is damn near over, though.
Yeah.
Josh says, this shit sucks, bro.
Yeah,
we're usually a little happier.
Davis. Yeah.
Ballard should have seen us fucking 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Ballard is the worst GM we had in Colts history. Joshua also says, we've been so mediocre the last 10 years. It's heartbreaking. Nathan says, it's pitiful how bad the defense has been. It's time to let Shane go. Josh says 8 and 9. Let me see. Joshua also said, I knew we were losing to Jacksonville. Ballard has had bad luck since Luck retired. I'll be happy when Shane and Ballard are gone. It's time for a rebuild. It's funny we go to Super Bowl contenders to the laughing stock of the league in a matter of 2 weeks, dog. Isaiah Davis says Phil Rivers 3-1 against Seattle. Looks like somebody said
that was a decade ago.
Yeah. You're right. Statistically, you are correct. But
Richard Rose just is saying, I'm just saying if we beat Seattle and Phil plays well, I'm gonna be saying some wild shit. Man. LOL.
You ain't wrong.
Chester says it wasn't even his hurt leg. Oh my, where are your minds tonight? Hey, like I said I wasn't trying to say that. I was trying to make sure I got the damn name right. But I appreciate everybody who's came in, man. Wish I would have came in on much better times. But basically, for anybody that may be coming in, tuning in new, or just watching out there, man. Indianapolis Colts at one point started this season at 7-1, have now fallen to 8-5. The season has completely tailed off. We've had a string of injuries on defensive side of the ball all year. We basically came in with a full practice squad secondary. Then we traded for Sauce Gardner. At one point, we had Charvarius Ward, Sauce Gardner, Kenny Moore, and a defense that looked like it should have been ready to compete for a championship. And now we are pretty much have gone back to the practice squad second. I can't say the practice squad second.
It's like 2 games together.
We got Jalen Jones. Charvarius Ward is back in concussion protocol. He may be up for retirement.
I feel better with who's in the secondary right now because they we've won with those guys back there. So to be fair, it's like we played better defense with them than we have with the our Chardavius Ward and fucking Sauce Gardner back there. Unfortunately,
I would feel a hell of a lot better if we had DeForest Buckner at least coming back to this defense like this week. I would feel a little bit more hopeful.
Is he not playing? I thought I saw that he was.
No, they activated him. But he's not. They didn't activate him for this game, so I think they want to give him one more week, make sure the neck is right and is healthy and everything like that. So, but yeah, so all those string of injuries. On offense, we did lose Brayton Smith this week. He got put on IR, and then, like I said before, Daniel Jones did not break his leg any further from the fractured fibula. Daniel Jones suffered a torn Achilles, and he is done for the season. He is now a free agent pretty much by the end of this year. Don't know what's going to happen there. Anthony Richardson is still on IR with a broken orbital bone in his eye. There's no telling if he will even return this season. And then the Colts also have to make a decision on his 5th-year option. Riley Leonard actually ended up suffering a sprained knee in the game versus the Jacksonville Jaguars to add insult to injury. And the Colts were kind of worried to call up Brett Rippon from the practice squad. So we have now signed 44-year-old Phillip Rivers, former Colts quarterback who last played with us when he was in the league. And he's going to be our starter, and Riley Leonard will be his backup. So
why not? Yeah.
I said the other day, I blame Seth.
Ever since you made that freaking
the comment about breaking Aaron Rodgers' back,
bro. Like, I know everyone in our comments, they know Seth. Everybody knows Seth. He did the practice, preseason.
This is a hate,
which I think is insane. I mean, the song is cheesy as fuck for one, and then it's like we're the only team that's gonna fucking hype some shit up like that off of Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like other fan bases be like, "No, get that nerd out of here. We don't claim it." Like, we're out here like hyping this guy up, and then he says that about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the football god's golden boy, bro. He's like, you don't fuck with him. You don't say nothing negative about him. Nothing. Yeah. You leave him alone, whatever. And this man said, break Aaron Rodgers' back. Ever since that game, we went from 7-1 to 8-5. We lost Buckner. Charvarius Ward gets his 2nd concussion. Daniel Jones breaks his fibula.
His 3rd concussion.
Third concussion. Daniel Jones breaks his fibula, then tears his Achilles. Braden Smith gets messed up. Buckner gets hurt. It's a disaster ever since that dude said it. And I even said it after he said that shit. I was like, nothing's gonna come good out of that song. Nothing.
And I mean, oh my God.
I thought it was just gonna be. I thought it was just gonna be against Pittsburgh.
Sauce Gardner sprained his damn ankle. We thought that was an Achilles.
Yeah,
dude, it's like just
it became. And then Matt Badgley couldn't kick a damn field goal. Like, bro,
I forgot about that. Like in the mixer, I forgot we even got him.
Like, ever since Seth said that shit, dude, and I even said it on the show after he said, I was like, bro, this is about to be bad. And I thought it was gonna be Pittsburgh waxing us, not everybody. Like the gods are coming after us now.
And we had 6 turnovers in that game after he said.
We need to resurrect Jim Irsay and re-sacrifice him next year and tell Seth to get the fuck off the internet. Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, man. So so it's basically just caused a whirlwind storm. So basically, man, I mean, it's like tough to know where to even start.
It's all bad.
36-19 to the Jags, man. Me and Matt told you guys last week we expected a loss. We expected it to look stupid. We expected it to look ugly. The Colts actually started better than I thought they would. I was texting Matt even, trying to show a little bit of optimism for this game just because I knew we were going to lose. But, like we said, my clown ass was sitting there putting the paint on my face.
Putting the paint on, bro.
Getting my red nose ready.
Yeah.
Just sitting there and saying, come on, Colts. Come on. You can do something. First play of the game, interception.
Yep, I left.
I
immediately
texted Matt. Everybody knows the Joker meme, and I said, "Here we go." First play of the game. First play of the game, the fucking interception.
And
I went from just sitting there like it wasn't even like normally where I'm sitting up, I'm ready to watch the game. I'm laying back, I got my Colts blanket on me, and I see them pick it up, just like.
Let me.
Bro, I saw the pick. I walked out, went to the gym. I was like, there ain't no point in me watching this goddamn game. There's no.
I was lucky, dude. I was driving that day. Otherwise, I don't know. I might have had to break my TV or something. Like I don't know. I can't do it. I can't. I would check the score and be like, you know what? I'm not doing it today. I'm taking a mental health day, just acting like that game's not happening. Because what the fuck, man?
Yeah, it was a
good weekend to be on vacation.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
I tell you.
But then the Colts got to stop. So I was like, hey, okay, maybe it won't be completely retarded today. We got to stop. The Jags kicked a field goal, made it 3-0. Colts go right back down and score a touchdown. So I'm thinking, okay, Jonathan
Back
Taylor's
in it,
running
yeah.
the ball. Shane's actually calling run plays. Danny's
And
looking
then Shane
good.
turned into Frank.
Daniel Jones had a scramble, the slowest of his career, but he had a scramble. So I was like, okay, maybe that leg's gonna get a little bit healthier. You know, he might have some time. We scored a touchdown. Jags come right back down, scored another touchdown. And we couldn't stop Travis Etienne. It was he ran right through us pretty much all day. But that first drive, it was just it just looked like child's play. And then we come back, and I can't remember if it was this drive or not. Excuse me, pardon me, folks. The game was pretty murky after that. I was pretty much out of it at that point. But it was I think this was the second drive. We're driving, and Jonathan Taylor fumbles. And after that, I was kind of just like, yeah, it's going to be one of those days. The Jacksonville curse.
Something about Duval makes us go uncharacteristic.
It
doesn't make sense. It's like what Trev said earlier about his Lightning. Like when they play the Islanders,
it's one of those things. Like, it doesn't
they get out of character, and it just we look like a damn circus down there. So I don't know if it's the air, the humidity, or whatever it is down there. They drink the water or something.
It wasn't even the loss. It wasn't the pick. It wasn't the fumble. It wasn't just how embarrassing this. Like none of it. That could all be chalked up to it's Duval. You know, we play Duval. Like shit Duval all the time. Mm-hmm. It's still just another loss in the record. Whatever.
Yep.
That could have been fine. It's just the fact that freaking Daniel Jones goes in. And I want to give him his flowers too because he had a good year, man. Out of the 12 games, whatever, like. It was a really good year. Started to revive his career, revive our franchise. Like everything was going so well, and then it's just over. Like just like that. Like you tear your Achilles, it's over with, man. And that's just what took all the wind out of my sails of like.
And it brings up the questions now. Like everybody, instantly everybody started talking about, do we bring him back? Do we bring him back?
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we are in a position to not bring him back. It's like what, a 9 to 12 month recovery. He could be back by the end of September. If anything, man, I'd be going out and I'd be getting a backup quarterback that could play for the first month and maybe get us to 1 win, 2 wins, maybe like a Taylor Heineke. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too expensive. I don't think like everybody's like blow it up. Like how are you going to blow this up? No GM is. For one, no GM is going to want this job, right? No one's going to want.
I got no first round picks and no quarterback.
Yeah, no first round picks for 2 years. I've got a quarterback that's not going to start the next year. I got another quarterback who's been mediocre. Now I got to go find a head coach who wants this role, and the quarterback and a coach isn't going to want it either because I don't have 2 first round picks and I don't have a quarterback. My playmakers are aging. I'm sorry, but Michael Pittman Jr., Jonathan Taylor, these guys aren't young. It's a mess. You can't blow it up. You can't. Everybody's like, Ballard's got to go. Shane's got to go. Nah, dude, we got to double down on this. We have to.
Yeah. That was going to be my thing, man. Go ahead, Trey.
Go ahead. It's just like, this is the silver lining of it, right? Like, we make that big deal. And by the way, everyone praised this deal when it happened. You send the first for Sauce Gardner. It was the right move to make at that time. Go all in, go try to win Super Bowl. So first of all, I don't want to see people turn around and saying, oh, fuck Ballard, this and that, after we were just saying that was the right move to make it.
Yeah, dude. That's just a joke.
Like, well, that's a big picture thing. But now
I was a little 60-40.
I understand. But I'm saying like the people that were praising it then can't act like they weren't now. You know what I mean? But now we're looking at a position where, as you said, it's like there's nothing like we don't have the first, so we can't just blow it up and rebuild it.
You can't blow it up.
If you take the next 2 years, you might pick 33rd overall. Congrats! Like what the fuck? So there's no point.
That's why.
What are we tanking for?
That's why I immediately told Zach. I was like, yeah, no. Tanking is
it's out of the question. It's out of the question. You have to double down now. You have to go all in on what we have. And granted, it's kind of bleak looking at all these injuries, looking at guys might retire, guys might not come back the same. It's not great, but like we have to maneuver from where we're at now and try to double down and be competitive again next year because there's no other way out at this point. This is where we're at.
Yeah. I want to know how old Lou is because that was the same year I became a Colts fan, but I was 5 at the time. So I don't know if you're like an older man or younger. Or,
I was
maybe a couple years younger than me, but
I was
1995 to 96. That was the same time I became a Colts fan. So that's
Yep.
pretty cool. I like that.
I was also 5, but mine was 3 years later.
I was -4.
Yeah, you became a fan with the Peyton Manning era. I got the good old Harbaugh, the Harbaugh era. So
Yeah.
I even have his jersey.
But yeah, man. So basically, in that first
Josh
quarter,
is a youngin. Josh is a youngin.
Same here, Josh. It's all right, man.
He's Trev's age, bro.
All right.
Like
We only knew greatness, all right? We only knew greatness until now.
But yeah, man. So basically, after Daniel Jones tears his ACL in the first quarter, I couldn't do anything but laugh, and it was kind of just like one of those things where a lot of people, me and Matt mentioned it last week, where we were just like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's just it. The haters were right, and it was like nothing that you could do. So everything just started swirling in my head of like, what can you do? And so my mind immediately goes to, fuck it all. This is all bullshit. Blow it up. Get rid of everybody. Get rid of Shane. Get rid of Ballard. Trade every player.
Understandable, by the way.
And it's like, you can't do that, because if your team sucks, you're just giving first round picks to the Jets. I'm like, oh wow, look at us. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and then,
if we tank, we're gonna help someone else build their team. Like,
yep. And then I'm thinking, on the other hand, okay, no, it's okay. We can come back next year. And I'm thinking, wait, it's an Achilles injury. That's one of the worst possible thing you could have to recover from, even though it ain't as terrible as it used to be. But it's still the worst possible thing you could recover, especially when you're a quarterback who's mobile and you need it to sit there and plant your back foot and do everything that you need to do. I'm like, all right, you know what? It'll be all right. It'll be all right. You know, we can go to our backup quarterback. Oh, wait. He's on a 5th-year option. Hasn't played more than 7 games in a single season, and we got to decide if we're going to pay him $15 million or not to complete less than 50% of his passes.
With one eye. So
with one eye. So there's that. And then I'm thinking, how the hell is this supposed to work? I'm thinking, okay, I go to option 3. You know what? Let's just double down on it all. And this is where I stand right now.
Yeah.
You go ahead
down is the only thing that makes sense.
You double down. You pay Daniel Jones. You give him, in my opinion, you give him 2 years, $40 million. That's around $20 million a year. I think that's perfectly fine, especially since he should come back healthy enough to play at some point. We saw how efficient he could be. So if he's up or down or not or whatever, basically my point in all of this is just don't be ass. Like, you got to avoid that no matter what. And then by the time that 2-year deal is up, then you can tank and go ahead and get your top pick for 2028.
Or see where you're at.
Then my other part of it was, go ahead and give Anthony that 5th-year option. You know what? Just forget it. We'll give him 15. I mean, this is just me. I'm just saying you need a guy who can play some football. So you give him the 5th-year option. You pay him. And you see what he can do for you to start next season. There's also the factor in he hasn't been healthy ever. So he may not even make it through camp. So we'll see. But
the dude hurt himself with a fucking stretching band. Dude.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm just saying.
I haven't touched one since. I don't want that shit to happen to me.
Yeah, I would say keep him far away from it. Keep him far away from it.
By the way, it wasn't even the band. It was the bar. Like, he snapped the fucking bar into his eye. Dude's a freakish strong athlete, but I don't know how.
It don't even matter to me. Keep him away from the weight room, the bands, whatever. You're playing quarterback, bro. Don't even touch no more weights.
This boy's sitting here stretching out the shoulders and yeek.
just go run and throw. That's
calisthenics.
Then after you do that, go ahead and go get Trey Hendrickson, give him a 1-year deal. Add him to the team because he's about to be off the Cincinnati Bengals. Go find some more defenders, some more people to play defense. Get you another receiver that can make some plays. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm just going all in. Whatever you got to do. If you got to trade another 2nd-round pick to bring in an immediate playmaker at receiver, whatever you have to do, spend every single dime because it's not going to matter for the next 2 years. Do everything you can to just overload this team. make it completely impossible for us to be, what is it, like 28th in pressure over the last 2 weeks on defense.
Yeah.
Fix that shit. Find you a defensive end that can get some goddamn pressure. I'm sick of it. Defensive backs, go get 12 of them if you have to.
I don't give a
We
damn.
shouldn't keep losing them every single freaking week. Find some guys to play football. On offense, like I said, I only truly think that we need a receiver. Let Ballard draft a 5th round lineman or something like that.
It'll
to
work
play
out,
swing
yeah.
or whatever. And just move that way. I'm talking about go completely all in for 2 years. You got 2 years to make whatever you can work to try and make the playoffs. That is all that matters going forward, because there ain't no tank. Ain't nobody giving you a 1st round pick for Jonathan Taylor. Nobody's giving you a 1st round pick for DeForest Buckner. Nobody's giving you for anybody on this roster. Nobody's giving you a 1st round pick. So go all in and try to win something. That's what I came down to.
I'm in very similar, if not the exact same spot too, man. Because it's like I said, having those first traded, it removes that safety net or whatever you want to call it, but it also forces the franchise to be on the same page here. And one of the big problems that's plagued the Colts over the Ballard era is like we have consistently not been able to decide if we're rebuilding or if we're competing, right? It's like the timing of everything never makes sense. You know, we bring in AR and say, hey, he's a project, we're going to build for a couple of years, but then he gets benched because we weren't competing right away. Like shit like that, you know, has been a problem for us the last couple of years. There's no reason. I understand this year's probably a wash, right? Looking at all these injuries, this year's most likely a wash, barring a miracle. There's no reason we can't bring back the guys. And I know everyone is sick of hearing, I like our guys, 1 more year, this, that, and the other. I get it. We've seen what this team is capable of as far as competing, as far as being in the running for the playoffs. There's no reason you can't bring guys back and add to them the next 2 years, as you're saying, and just go all in. Put all your chips in the table and go all in for the next 2 years. That's where all the contracts line up anyways. And then if it doesn't work, you're in a position to blow it up there because everyone's contract ends anyway. So
they're going to be done.
I agree, man. Like this team is not to be blown up. I don't think we've had a better roster than what we have right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like in general, right? Like I love our weapons. All of our weapons they complement each other. They're all different and they're all really, I think most of them are elite. Offensively, at least, are elite in all their separate areas, right? So you got Josh Downs with getting open. You got Michael Pittman Jr. with the contested catches. You got Alec Pierce going downfield, and his route running is improved. Then you got Tyler Warren, who gets schemed open, wide open somehow, can do it all. You got Jonathan Taylor, who gets better as the game goes on, which is where we get frustrated because, Shane gets, steers away from it if he's not running well early, but he's proven he's better in the 3rd and 4th quarter. So you got an offense that's solid. Defensively, we're literally missing one piece. And I don't even really necessarily want to say we're missing it. It's on our roster. He's just injured. Buckner. I've been saying that all year. Buckner is literally the anchor to the defense. If Buckner's not in there, we struggle. We don't get as much pressure, so our secondary's got to cover for a whole lot longer. In my opinion, you get these guys healthy. Yeah, no one needs to go anywhere. I'm re-signing Alec Pierce. I'm bringing back Nick Cross. I'm keeping who I can keep on this roster. I'm adding to. I do think we need an edge. I agree with DeMarco on that. I think our edges are questionable.
Trash.
I think I love God, why can't I think of his fucking name?
Latu.
Yes. I wanted to say Ibuka for some reason. I don't fucking know why. But yeah, Latu. Love Latu. We need to get someone on the other side. We need to. And I personally think I love Grover, but I do think we need to get someone to replace Grover. I think we need a more elite defensive tackle to take over Grover and not be a one-trick pony, because I really think Grover is just a one-trick pony. He's just a run-stopping defensive tackle, and we need a guy that's going to be able to move and utilize these type of schemes that Lou likes to use. These fucking crosses and shit like that. Like Grover can't do it. He's just big. He just clogs the hole. He's more like
he's good at what he does, but it's like the only thing he does.
It doesn't fit our defense. I don't think it really helps our defense, in my opinion. Especially when our run defense is trash. Let's throw that out.
I personally, I don't know about letting Grover go just because it's already like tough when one of those guys are missing, whether it be DeForest or Grover. I say, hey,
I'm
you
not
go
saying
add,
let him go unless we replace him with
yeah,
better.
I get what you. I'm just saying like him being gone regardless because I don't
And
think
knowing
I don't think
this,
there's an elite D tackle we're getting. But I would
knowing
say
Ballard, he'll fucking call Wilfork and try and bring him out of retirement.
exactly.
God damn.
Taken from his
but,
nude modeling fucking photo shoots, you know.
I definitely think he should we should go add Christian Wilkerson, add him to the fold. That would be somebody that I definitely look to add to where we could just have 3 defensive tackles and go that way. But yeah, there's just not a lot here. And I pulled up this one here because Josh brought up Jameis Winston, Mac Jones, and DJ. If it was me personally, look, if Riley Leonard is so bad to where you got to call up a 44-year-old Phillip Rivers, I would let him go, bring over Jameis Winston, and my 3 quarterbacks next year would be Anthony Richardson and Jameis Winston competing for the starting job while Daniel Jones is getting healthy. I mean, I know many people may not like it. I know me and Trev was kind of talking in the comments a little bit. He's worried about the erratic play of Jameis Winston. But as for me, man, I pretty much wouldn't care because over the next 2 years, I need something to be excited about. So give me that.
I don't think Schefter truly knows what he's talking about. And Achilles, this man is not going to be back by training camp. He's not going to be ready by training camp.
That's
be
like
back 5 months away, dude.
Yeah, he'll be back by September. So
yeah, it'll be September.
He might
be throwing.
That's what I'm saying. He'll be throwing. He'll be moving around. He's probably not going to be in.
He's not going to start
though because he's still got to build up. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
when Shefty dropped this, that is all pure agent work. That's his agent working to try and make sure Daniel Jones gets the best deal for when he is healthy, and then basically because his price is falling off in half. So he's trying to get his client the best possible payout he can. So that's all that was. But like I said, I think you got to have, just like last year, have some guys come in and competing for the job. And I don't even care if you just play around competing Anthony Richardson, Jameis Winston for it. I mean, you can make Anthony Richardson a starter personally. That's what I think you should do just to decide on that 5th-year option. I mean, you got that extra year to where – it's not like you're like, hey, we're scrambling for a quarterback. This is a guy you drafted 4th overall. You could say it's his time to go ahead and have a chance at it. And then basically you got a cheap option on your roster. And then you're basically just buying time for him to either break out or Daniel Jones just to be healthy and be able to play.
I do want to say this because you said that, we brought in Phillip Rivers because we thought that Riley Leonard was that bad. I don't really think Riley Leonard is that bad, but I think. Well, no, I'm just saying. Like, I'm not saying.
That was my.
I'm not saying that. It was just, it's for them. It's for the listeners. I don't think Riley Leonard was that bad. I think some of his throws looked a little childish. Even the one to Alec Pierce looked a little funky to me, and it looked more like a shock put throw. But I'm okay with it because it was completed. But I do want to say this is that I don't think it was a Riley Leonard is that bad to play the rest of the season. I think it was Riley Leonard was not good enough to get us to where we want to go after starting 8-2. That's where I think the mindset is, because I think he's solid, but I don't think he's solid enough to get us where we want to go. But Phillip Rivers, the guy's not mobile to begin with. So you look at a 44-year-old quarterback, he's never been mobile. He's always stood in the pocket like he was a 44-year-old quarterback.
Yeah.
So it's really, he's not going to be playing much different. I do think some of his throws looked a little weird that first day, but that's his first day. Everybody's like, oh, look, his throws are trash. Bro, it's his first day throwing at a practice in 5 years.
Watching that Bucks and that Falcons game, I see no reason why Uncle Phil can't come in and do what Kirk Cousins did. Honestly, being honest,
and the thing is, and then you got to look at it like this, right? Like, they're going to tee off on Jonathan Taylor. And Phillip Rivers is probably one of the smartest quarterbacks to play the game. He's always been up there when it came to, being able to read a defense. He was telling linebackers.
He's one of the greatest ever.
To be able to read that defense. He's never been the most athletic or had the strongest arm, but he's always known what he was facing. And that's what I think Shane Steichen wanted. He wanted a guy who knows the offense, and the man can read a defense like it's a damn picture book. He's like reading to his 11 kids. It's just that easy. So even if they tee off on Jonathan Taylor and they start trying to take away the run, Phillip Rivers, he can deke and dunk it better than anyone.
That's what he does.
Well, I mean, not even
personally
just deke and dunk, but I mean just making quick decisions is ultimately what'll be the thing.
He's gonna know where to go with the ball before pre-snap. He's going.
Because he'll take a quick deep shot as well. So.
And this is exactly why we're seeing this move in the first place, right? Is because when it comes down to Shane Steichen, he's always going to lean the experience and the mental side of quarterback over athleticism. He doesn't really give a shit. Like, athleticism is just a bonus, but it's the same reason Jones won the quarterback battle at the beginning of the season. It's the same reason he struggled with AR. Like, if the mental side isn't there, he can't do anything with the quarterback, right? So this is why, yes, 45, 44 years old, coming back, being a grandfather to high school coach is insane, but it'll still give him the edge over Riley Leonard if he can even air it out 15, 20 yards because of the mental side, right? Like, he understands the game. He knows Shane well. Like, they're buddies. They run the same systems, everything. Like, he knows the mental side of the game better than anyone we have available for sure. So that's why, one, he's going to get the nod. And two, if we have any hopes of doing anything, it's going to be, hey, Rivers, can you complete at least 15 yards downfield? Like, that's kind of where we're at. But Riley Leonard, I also want to say, I don't think it's a knock on Riley Leonard. This kid's a sixth-round pick. He's a rookie. I thought he showed a little bit the last game, but you can't put that kind of expectation or pressure on him when this is still mathematically still a team that is trying to compete for the playoffs, right? Riley Leonard's not going to be the guy to get you there. And maybe he can develop into a guy down the line, whatever. He's got all the support that you could ask for, but it makes more sense when you look at through that lens of, like, this guy knows the mental side of the game. If we can get his arm even 25% of what it used to be, it's going to be a better option than throwing a sixth-round rookie.
I think his arm doesn't even really – I mean, I don't think his arm really fell off that much. And it's like you said, it's the mental side of the game that Phillip Rivers knows, and that's been his game his entire career. Has been his ability to know the situation, to know what defense he's facing, be able to get those quick decisions, make the throw, put the ball where it needs to be. He's never been a guy to run out of pocket. He even said it. He doesn't run away from anybody. He's just going to take the sack if he has to.
Yeah. Now that's concerning. That's scary.
He's not going to try and break tackles and run with it. He's never been. He doesn't
take a single hit now.
Yeah, we really need our O-line. We need our O-line to block the
I'm just saying. It's like Dave saying the same thing we're saying. You know, there's not a defense this man hasn't seen.
Yeah. So speaking of that, Dave,
and talk about the fact that, you know, he uses the same offense at the high school that he coaches. Yeah, him and Shane have been talking all year. So, I mean, it was an easy decision if you really look at it from that perspective of the knowledge, the experience, and the mental game of it. It was an easy decision for Shane and Ballard to be like, you know what, let's see if Rivers wants to come play, because he knows the offense, he coaches it.
Yeah, it becomes like less of a joke when you look at it. Like, you're like, oh shit, like you can see the logic at least. You know,
you can see the logic, crazy, and you can't, and maybe because it's been 5 years since he retired, but I mean, how many other quarterbacks have retired and come back? Yes, Brett Favre did it till he was 44.
Brady,
Tom Brady did it twice.
It does happen.
I remember
it does happen.
Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to be optimistic because last week I was bashing the team. You know, DeMarco's over here just shaking his head.
I'm
doing this
with
for
you guys.
Tressa.
I'm with you guys. I'm with you guys. It's just when you guys are saying it, and then Trev said it'll be less of a joke because he knows some stuff, and it's just kind of like, I'm still thinking he's fucking 44.
Like, 44. There's no getting around that. We're looking at like the little bit of light here.
That
he still looks younger.
He still looks younger going to be the punchline.
He still looks younger than when Tom Brady unretired, and he still looks younger than when Brett Favre unretired. So let's be real. He does look younger than those two guys. He just looks a little chunkier, but he don't run anyway, so I don't care.
Looks like he's been eating some Haagen-Dazs.
You would too. You would too after, you know, paying attention to your diet for 17 years.
But I wouldn't come out of retirement to face potentially one of the best.
That man went to the practice real quick and the workout and said, "Don't make me run the 40."
for what it's worth, like, no matter how this goes, Phillip Rivers is just a football guy. All right, he says, "What the fuck, man? I'll go spin it for a little bit, see if we can win a playoff game." Like, if nothing else, you have to respect his attitude, right? Like, he's a football guy. He set back his Hall of Fame clock for a chance to just throw it around a little bit more. So however this goes, don't let it dilute your view of just how much of a dog Phillip Rivers is.
And I want to comment on this because I disagree with this 100%.
Yeah,
I promise you, bro. Carly is fed up with Ballard and Shane. I could tell. That doesn't make any sense to me. Ballard and Shane have no effect on. I mean, Shane might have a little bit, but the injuries that have been happening, right? And if you look at the injuries that we have sustained, the concussions, the Achilles, the PCLs, these strains, they're non-contact injuries. So it's not like Shane really has that much effect on it. You know what I mean? And then you look at Buckner. Buckner has always had a back issue. He's a big guy,
and neck.
And
his first neck either.
Yeah, defensive lines that there's a lot going on their spine that we don't really think about. When they're making this contact with 300 plus pounds coming at each other. You know what I'm saying? So you can't sit here and say that Carly is putting all the blame on Ballard and Shane. If I'm Carly, and I said this last week, and I said it in the chat too. If I'm Carly, I'm looking at the medical staff and the strength and conditioning and what the hell is going on, because non-contact injuries is coming from the conditioning department of this fucking team.
Yeah. I'm with Matt pretty much on this one, and it goes back to what Carly said earlier in the offseason as well about AR not being the starter, and she brought up injuries before, and so she kind of know how the games goes. If we maybe had like a what was it? I can't remember his name, but the damn Jets owner, Woody Johnson. He knows some football and whatnot, but it's kind of one of those guys that, like, if your team is injured, the owner's just like, I don't care, figure out a way to win. I'm firing everybody.
Yeah,
and so I think when she looks at it and she's like, well, damn, we were in this position. Why did we fall off of here? And she looks down the roster and it goes from, well, damn, I had this guy that I traded 2 first-round picks for, and he hasn't played for me in 2 weeks. Well, that kind of makes sense. Or I had this quarterback that I just brought in and who was on a historic pace for most of the season, and now what? Was playing on a broken leg, and now he's out with an Achilles. Well, fuck, how the fuck is my coach? How is my coach supposed to cover for that? Oh, wait, he's supposed to go to his backup quarterback, the guy that I was here for, with my dad, and we chose to draft number 4 overall. Oh, he broke his fucking own face. So what the hell is this coach supposed to do with this? Or my GM, who I said, do we want to fix it or do we want to band-aid it? And actually told him to trade the first round pick.
You can't sit here and put the blame on Ballard and Shane, because what we had seen is that Shane was coaching a hell of a team that Ballard put together. Historic offense. Historic for 8 weeks. For 8 weeks, we were historic. We were 7-1. And Ballard put this team together, and he did what he felt he needed to make this roster better. And I don't care what anybody says. Sauce hasn't played that great, but he makes this roster better. Just imagine an offseason with this team. We're going to get a new defensive coordinator because Lou's going to get a head coach job.
Probably.
Things are going to be a little bit different next year.
Anymore.
It's in there.
It's in there. He still might. I think he's going to get interviewed. But I mean, I'm just going into next season. This roster, Ballard did a hell of a job this offseason, in my opinion. Jardavius Ward.
I agree.
Bynum. Daniel Jones. Then he trades for Sauce Gardner. Brings in Pratt. We had issues at linebacker. Dropped old boy. We lied and put that man on the injured reserve just to open a spot up, and then we cut him. And then we brought in Pratt. Pratt may not have played stellar. He plays better. I think the weaker one of the two is Zaire, in my opinion.
I agree.
He had like 18 tackles in one game.
Every person that every single fan thought was at fault for whatever losses or struggles we've had, Shane and Ballard got rid of them. We all forget we had Xavier fucking Howard on this roster at one point?
Yeah.
And Ballard didn't hold on to that mistake. Normally he would have in years past. We've seen
Shane
it.
Did.
Normally we would have held on to that dude all year and been like, we like who we got. No, Ballard said, fuck it, you're gone. I'm bringing in someone else. And we did.
Michael Badgley, you missing extra points. Get your ass out of here.
Get your ass out of here. Now we got some doopy guy. I don't know what the fuck is it.
Blake Groupie.
Groupie, whatever his name is.
Look,
we've held accountability, so you can't blame Shane. You can't blame Ballard. Injuries happen.
So
we've got 15% of this roster is hurt right now. It could be
it's like
you
one of
can
those
say it's
things.
excuses, but it's not.
Yeah, in the NFL, it's next man up. I totally get the mentality, and that's just the way it is. But at the end of the day,
Another
you
good
can
point.
sit
Another
here,
good point.
you can sit here and think about it and whatnot. But literally, we've tried to cover every single hit, cover every single injury, person, player, whatever we need to do to cover. If this was any other ownership or situation where there's not too much tied into it, I would get it. But you don't just go 7-1 and just fall off a cliff completely on your own. We've seen it before with some other teams. Like I said, I got pissed off too. My first thought is just to get rid of everybody, just because that would be the route to go. But my thing is, you can see the roster that Ballard has taken and built up, and I think this has officially been the year where we finally got away from I like the guys we have and just kind of average players. Like coming into this season, I didn't think we had a hole on this roster. I thought our biggest two question marks was edge rusher and quarterback, and our questions were answered for most of the season outside of edge rusher. Thought Latu was doing really good in what he was being asked to do. We still need some better pass rush, but it also didn't help that we lost DeForest Buckner. And so at the end of the day, it comes to a certain point where you got to look at it and say there's a reason why this shit is happening. We didn't just start stinking. Like even like we said, with our historical pace, that was on offense. On defense, we were still only giving up around 20 points per game. We were seventh. We were like seventh in the league. Yeah, we were in like seventh in the league until like week 10. So, yeah, man, again, like I wish I could say fire everybody. I wish we had 2 first-round picks. I wish that could be the case, but I just think
this isn't the season where we say fire everyone. This isn't like the last few years, in my opinion, where we played mediocre all year long and ended up 8-9 or 9-8, whatever. This is one of those years where we were 7-1, we were 8-2. You know what I mean? And to me, it's one of those things where we battled. We went into overtime and we've won. You know, we played games ugly. You know, against Denver, we lost to the Rams in LA, but it was a 7-point game, and
it took six turnovers for us to lose to the Steelers.
Yeah, it took 6 turnovers to lose to the Steelers. I mean,
and stupid fucking song.
Sure, we're all a little salty because we lost 2 divisional games against Houston and Jacksonville. But this is not the year where we have to sit here and say, okay, we're starting to suck. We're 8-5. Now it's time to fire everybody.
Yeah.
It's not that year, man. It's not, because you just got to look at the broad scope of things. I think if this is the year that I release Franklin, this is the fucking year. I think this dude needs to get cut. He needs to be gone. Yeah, I know Ballard. I know he's got like a soft spot in Ballard's heart, but like, I can't stand the fucking dude. Dude talks more than he does plays, and it pisses me off. He's still doing it this year. Like, shut the fuck up. Man.
Yeah. He had talked about the curse in Jacksonville, and he brought it up, and I tweeted out and was just like, "Look, man,
stop talking.
We've been fans. Bro. We've been fans longer than any of you guys have been in that goddamn locker room. Yeah. You can't sit here and try and talk down or talk about, it's just another week for the like we've been watching this. Like, it doesn't matter.
If it was just another week, we would have won.
It doesn't matter who's been in that locker room, from Quentin Nelson to Darius Leonard to Andrew Luck. It doesn't matter who's been in that fucking locker room. We haven't beat them, so don't tell us how to feel about it. Just go make some goddamn plays and win us the damn football game then, if you want us to stop it. So, yeah, man, I'm just kind of over it at this point.
No, and just at the fucking fire everyone thing, like I said a little bit before the show to you guys, this is the first year I'm really not mad at anybody. I'm upset with the state of the team. I'm upset with how it's happened, but just in years past, I'm mad at AR. I'm mad at Shane. I'm mad at Ballard.
Disappointed.
I said it last week.
We're just fucking injured, man. Like my
little bad luck.
Here, the worst luck since luck. Like everything that could go wrong did.
It's
go
that
wrong.
Moonshine.
He needs it. He needs it for what we're about to watch tomorrow, man. But it's just one of those things, man. And also I want to say it's about Ballard and Shane, right? You have to look at this with a shred of context.
Moonshine will put me on my ass right now.
Just a shred of context will show you what they were doing with a fully healthy team, like y'all said, and not to belabor the point, but with a fully healthy team, we're at the top of the league. As soon as guys start falling off, oh, what the hell? We have issues because, yeah, it's cool to go up in front of a microphone and say, well, it's the NFL, next man up. It's not that fucking simple.
It's
man.
not that fucking simple.
You lose all your fucking playmakers, you can next man up all you want. It doesn't matter. You're putting out to play against stars. It doesn't work like that.
There are certain positions that you can next man up. There are certain players that you can next man up, right? Ward goes down, sure. I mean, he's a stellar player. I think he's elite when he's on the field. But yeah, you can next man up a DB room. You can. I think our DB room is pretty solid.
Which Ballard did, by the way. Which Ballard did.
The depth is there. They played well.
I mean, I don't even know about I don't think you can next man up a room though. It has to be a player. No. You can next man up a player.
But what I'm saying is, like, that room alone, we've already next manned up that entire room. Almost the whole beginning of the season when we went 7-1. You know what I mean? We've had backups playing corner. So I think it's a little harder when you try to say, all right, Daniel Jones is hurt, next man up. You can't replace that guy. You can't replace the starting quarterback like that. You can't say, oh, DeForest Buckner's out, next man up. No, that's definitely not happening. If Jonathan Taylor went down, you ain't next manning up Jonathan Taylor. We kind of next manned up Josh Downs, because I think Ashton Doolin is
played his ass off.
Yeah, he plays. Well, he gives it everything he's got.
And when you also got Tyler Warren that you drafted that can play some slot.
Yeah,
but it's just not that simple, man.
Yeah, you can't next man up a Michael Pittman, right?
You can't. You can't next man up. You can't next man up fucking 10 players every week.
Exactly.
Exactly. The amount of people we have to next man up, we just don't have.
You just can't do it. And we did it. And we did it for a lot of the season. Like, nobody wanted to give us credit for how many injuries we played through with our DBs and our secondary. We had fucking our full defensive back room. So Sauce Gardner, Charvarius Ward, Kenny Moore, Nick Cross, and Cam Bynum. We had all 5 of them for about 17 plays, if that was even it.
Yeah, we didn't even get to see like what we should have. But also, like, this shit, man, like, Shane is not going to go up there and say any of this. Shane, he's a head coach in the NFL. He's going to go up there and say, next man up, we need to find a way to win. But just as a fan base, if we can all collectively agree, just pump the brakes on this shit. Like, let's not fucking go all fire Shane, fire Ballard. We saw what they're capable of. Like, I said it a little bit earlier. I understand people are tired and sick and tired of the whole one more year shit, but, like, this is the time to be like that. This is the time to say, hey, get our guys healthy, and we do like our guys.
Going into the offseason, if Ballard said, I like who we have, I ain't even going to be mad at it. I ain't going to be mad at it. This will be the one offseason where I'm like, cool, just give me an edge. Just give me an edge. Draft one. I don't care. You draft one second round, and it's a good guy. I'm down for it. But this is the year that I'm like, all right, if Ballard says that in the press conference, I ain't even gonna be mad at him. Because I like everyone. Man. What are you gonna do? I like everyone we have. The only person I don't like that we have is Zaire Franklin.
Maybe Braden Smith. I'm kind of getting there with him. But I agree. Like, it's not like we have a ton of gaping holes, right? We have a couple things that we could add to, a couple guys we could replace, but we have a good team on paper, and when healthy, it's a good team on the field. We just have to get healthy. It really is that simple.
Yeah.
Tristan, your mind is a little dirty tonight. You out here drinking some Fireball? That shit's like Big Red gum. That's nasty. Shit's all
literally nasty.
I hear you on the replace Franklin and the linebacker of it all. Again, like we all said, it's time for him to go. But at the end of the day, the linebacker position ain't affecting the entire defense for all of it. So we can keep talking about that. They're not going to release him today. So we'll see if they move on.
And I personally think, like, everyone in here, Nathan saying draft a linebacker second, draft Smith's replacement in the second. I personally think second round pick needs to go edge. That is literally, I feel like, our only actual hole.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to go linebacker with that second pick.
We'll have to see who's available by that time.
Yeah,
too, man.
I don't want Ballard touching no more edges, bro.
Okay, that's valid.
That's a fair point.
If he drafts another edge, I might say fire Ballard. like immediately. I will completely just overreact. I wouldn't
Just
even care
180.
who it was. Like,
I don't care what we do as long as Zaire is not on the roster next year. Like,
I promise you, if Ballard would have drafted Lawrence Taylor, we probably wouldn't even know his name. Like that's just how I feel about Ballard with Edwards right now. Like
it's just the one thing you
like,
can't draft, man. Well, I guess that and fucking quarterback, but
and wide receiver.
Yeah.
Like Jesus.
I don't even know what that is, Tressa. I don't know what that is. This is just nicotine.
I got some Muho meds for that.
I don't know what Muha meds are.
That must be the Indianapolis.
She trying to get you.
She's trying to get me high or something. What's happening here?
Yes. But nah, man. So yeah. But I will be truthfully honest with you guys, man. I want to say, like, because I know I spoke with Trev and Matt kind of about some of this stuff that was going on, because, like, it started early with me. I just kind of saw where it was going early on in the season, and I had told these guys, I even want to say it was back to, like, probably in the Rams game. I didn't like some of the stuff that Shane was doing situationally, where the game would start and he's taking the ball instead of deferring for the second half. Mm-hmm. I ain't like it. I felt like it was bad juju. If you got a chance to get the ball in the second half and capitalize on the lead, like we've learned this back since, like Brady and the Patriots were killing this shit for years, and everybody did it. Everybody goes all the way back to like 2007. Like it's just been a thing that like usually trends start to take over and change. Yeah. This has been the one that has never changed. So there was that. Then I got into a few conversations with Matt about the overtime stuff, where Shane would take the ball first in overtime. And it's like, why? Bro, first half, defer. Overtime, defer. Like
my other issue, it's those timely things, right? You and I have talked about this a lot, and DeMarco wasn't in our chat for a while, but so me and D we would talk, I don't know what, every day almost. Yeah. And our biggest issues was the way he chooses his coin toss. He likes to get the ball first, whatever. My other biggest issue is his under 2 minutes, right? His under 2 minutes offense is there. It's god awful. Been great, like, yeah. It's like and not only that, but his decision making when we're on defense under the 2 minutes. I even questioned it last week. Under 2 minutes of the second half or the first half.
No aggression.
And no, it was when we were on defense. It was like, they're on the goal line. Why the fuck are we calling timeouts? Yeah, Stop calling timeouts when you don't have the ball. Let that fucking clock run. You're not going to get the ball back. They're driving on you. You're giving them more time, especially when they're in the red zone. You should not be utilizing timeouts. If they're on their side of the field, sure. They're on their side of the field. They gain 3 yards. Call timeout. Right? You're trying to save time for yourself. But they just drove down the field on you. They're in your red zone. They're at your 8-yard line, and you're calling timeouts. That's the dumbest shit.
I was trying to see if we were gonna get the ball back right there.
Yeah, bro, you just gave them more time to fucking score, dude. Like that's
yeah.
I mean, I'm not an NFL coach, but that's some shit that I don't think I'd see 31 other coaches do.
Yeah, no, it's because you've been watching football for fucking years and you know ball. This shit ain't fucking complicated.
This shit you learn in Madden, bro.
And that's the shit that pisses me off. Like I've been like we have our group thread, and I'll tell guys like the urgency that I felt in the 2 minutes. It didn't feel like we were trying to win championships. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel like that was right. So even though we were winning, I'm gonna come here and be happy. I love that we win, but it's like some of those things you just can't mask. And I remember telling these guys like I remember after the Atlanta Falcons game, I did not feel good. I was just happy we came away with the win. I saw the trend of where we were headed then. So if this was the same position then, I'd be saying fire Ballard, fire Steichen, because I just didn't like the way that stuff was going down, the way that we were operating, because I felt like we would be a first round exit with the way that we were doing stuff. And then it also comes back to, like we said, with the 2 minutes. Then it was a lot of the situations where Shane would put us in. We were fucking – Jonathan Taylor's been an MVP all fucking season, and we go pass.
Yeah, shit like that, man.
Like, bro, it's certain times where you just
not an option anymore, by the way.
Dude. And it was one of the reasons, if you guys remember on the show when we lost to the Steelers, I said it's certain teams that you play in the NFL where you got to just say, fuck the scheme, fuck the passing, fuck
Yeah,
all of this
yeah.
bullshit. You got to punch somebody in the mouth and show them you're going
My
to
guy
be a more
versus your guy.
physical-
My guy's better. Yeah.
You got to be a more physical team today, and that's how you go out and win. And there was times that I didn't see it, and I just didn't like the way that things were going. So I was already kind of on the fence about it. And all of the injuries just kind of added up, stacked up, and just made it worse. Like, and Josh just put it here down here. JT would probably have around 40 touches tomorrow. I guarantee you, I can almost guarantee you, it's gonna be 17 Jonathan Taylor rushes, and he's gonna say they stacked the box, and Phillip Rivers threw the ball 41 times. That's probably what the fuck is gonna happen.
I think his arm
This is
might fall off.
this is the way. This is the way I feel like. This is the way I feel like Shane thinks. People start saying negative things about certain people, right? They start talking about Daniel Jones. They start saying, "Oh, well, this offense only goes as far as Jonathan Taylor takes them," and he tries to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so that's when Daniel Jones starts throwing 35 plus times a game, and Jonathan Taylor only touches the ball 12 to 16 times a game. Right. And now everyone's talking about a 44-year-old quarterback, and he's sitting here saying we're going to run the hell out of the ball. And everyone's going to be like, all right, well, that's what we expect.
Yeah.
Shane's going to do the opposite. He's going to be like, no, I want to prove that Phillip Rivers can still throw the fucking football like that. And that's the way I feel like Shane thinks. Like, I'm not – I know I'm kind of contradicting myself from earlier about how I said I don't want to fire Shane. I don't want to fire Shane. I don't think Shane's the issue. I do think there's some things that really irks me about him. Yeah, these are the things that he irks me with, and I feel like if he changes some of these decision-making things that he does,
he'd be a really
under 2 minutes,
coach.
a coin toss, or the trying to prove the media wrong. Like, just play your game.
Yeah.
Just do what you know is best from this roster that we have, and we'll win games. Phillip Rivers should maybe throw the ball 22 times tomorrow, and Jonathan Taylor – because if I'm being real, this offense, the way it should be with Phillip Rivers, we should have maybe 40 offensive plays and maybe, I don't know, we should have possession. The majority of
play
time.
Keep away, yeah. Run the fucking ball, play keep away.
That's the way it should be.
I'm telling you, like, it's one of those things where I'm just like, bro, you got to stop trying to out-scheme people at a certain point and just get back to regular football things. Like, Josh, I hear you here, but you sat here, you're proving my point for me. They're going to have 9 in the box all game. 9
in the box.
Right? So what Shane's going to do is come back in his presser and say, oh, it was the way that they matched up against us that forced us to throw the ball with Phillip Rivers over 38 times. I'm telling you this now. This is what Shane does. Like, I would understand if you have the type of quarterback. I mean, actually, I wouldn't understand at all because I don't think any quarterback should be put in that situation. But obviously, you got some teams like Kansas City with Andy Reid and Mahomes where they like to throw the ball around. I mean, obviously, if you got the quarterback and you got the weapons, you can do what you got to do to win, whatever. But at the end of the day, you can't keep putting your quarterbacks in this position. And if you look at every single quarterback that Shane Steichen has had, whether it be Joe Flacco, Nick Foles, Anthony Richardson, Danny Dimes, Sam Ellinger, whoever.
Freaking Minshew.
Gardner Minshew. He forces them to throw the ball because of situations. Like, I don't care, bro. Run the ball. Like, if we ran the ball 42 times for 18 yards, do you think I'd be mad? Like,
yeah,
no.
I feel like our analytics team had like completely changed over the season, the duration of the season. Because early on, I feel like they were going against, the situation. They were going against the percentages. They were like, you know what?
And it was working.
We're down in the third quarter or we're down in the fourth quarter, but we're going to give the ball to Jonathan Taylor and we're going to let him take over. And that's how we were winning games.
Yeah.
And now it's like they're going to this basic, scheme or basic, statistics and percentages. And they're like, you know what? We need to throw the ball. We're not going to be able to run the ball in this game. This play didn't work. I don't think Shane has been dialing up enough of the old, the style runs that Jonathan Taylor has been successful with. I said it before, those counters, those misdirection
runs.
Yeah, the way we
don't just send them up the gut. Yeah.
Yeah, the way we pull the offensive linemen, like those are the runs where Jonathan Taylor breaks 20, 30, 80 yards when he runs those balls.
I swear, if we run another shotgun formation for a 4th and 1,
yeah,
I might never. put on another Colts jersey as long as he's the coach if we run another one. I'm telling you right now, I'm so sick of seeing it, dude.
But one of the big things that we got away from too, like that, a huge reason why our offense was so successful those first 9, 10, whatever games is the success we would have on first downs, right? Like most of our big plays came because we're at like 2nd and 3, 2nd and 2, whatever, and we can take these shots because first down we had, you know, 8-yard out to Josh Downs or a big counter run that gets 6, 7 yards, whatever. Like we had success on first down, but then when you come out and go pass, and now you're looking at a third and long, it doesn't work, and we don't have the personnel to make that work. Unless you just get lucky, you know. So
it's crazy. It's crazy because Shane would always go with like a first down. You know, it was either a short throw for 5 or 6 yards, or he had a good run dialed up that would Jonathan Taylor would gain 4 to 5 yards.
Just put us in
and now I feel like Shane is like, oh, first down, I'm going to take a shot.
Yeah, let's just see.
And we weren't getting like a ton of penalties like we've been doing.
Yeah, anyone who has watched ball, I don't remember how old Shane Steichen is. I think he's a little bit older than me.
It's like 42, 43, something like that.
Like that. So he's pretty much watched football almost as long as I have, and you already know first down is not the down to take a shot. It's not
unless you just see something.
Unless you just ran for a first down or something. You might try to step up and you take that shot.
Yeah,
but
not the first set of downs. Not the first set of downs, because the first set of downs you're trying to build some kind of momentum, get in a rhythm, and a deep shot is never a way to get into a rhythm unless you see it or unless you have a team like
it can.
I said it earlier.
It just can't be your go-to.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier. If you got a team like the Rams where you have like a Devontae Adams or a Buka, where big plays are almost guaranteed to happen, then sure. But we don't have – our roster's not built that way.
And look, like I'll give Shane his credit too, because when it works, when his scheme works, we beat the hell out of teams. But his biggest problem, I feel like, is his inability to get away from that. Like we've talked about this on the show before. When stuff isn't going the way that you want and the scheme isn't working, you have to deviate. You have to go with the flow of the game, adjust, right? And he I don't know if he's just stubborn or set in his ways, or he just thinks this time it'll work, whatever. But that's my biggest beef with Shane is he's so unwilling to adjust to the flow of the game. And we've seen it multiple times now this season, even when healthy, like that Pittsburgh game, whatever, where we just can't get out of our own way and we just keep doing the same shit. So those are my frustrations with Shane. But to tie it all back, I'm still not firing him. I'm still running it back. Like
I think he's a really good coach and he's really smart. He just outsmarts himself way too much.
He can't get out of his own way sometimes.
I personally think he's probably one of the favorite coaches I've had since we had Tony Dungy. In my opinion, I think he's I think he's second to Tony Dungy.
I like Jim Caldwell too, though.
I did not like Jim Caldwell. I thought Jim Caldwell took what Tony Dungy built and tried to run with it and then fucked it up. But that's my opinion. I really like Shane Steichen. I just think, he outsmarts himself, just like Marco just said. Like he overthinks. And I brought this up, five weeks ago, right? Probably before the Pittsburgh game when the media was talking about how Shane and DJ would be talking about the scheme or the game plan Friday night going into Saturday or Saturday morning, and Shane is always making adjustments. I asked you guys, do you think this is going to become an issue because Shane is overthinking? That's the way I looked at it. You're overthinking your game plan. You're second guessing yourself.
If you're still adjusting,
And back then it wasn't working, or back then it was working, but now it's starting to look like he's second guessing himself, and he's not going with his gut from the beginning. What you just practiced the entire week, you're not going with it when you go into Sunday, because Saturday, now you're sitting there thinking, maybe I shouldn't run this play in my first 15-play script or my first 20-play script.
What if they do this instead of that?
Yeah. Now you're overthinking it. Now you're second-guessing yourself. And it's like, you can't do that, man. You just got to go with it. This is what you practiced. This is what your team is understanding. This is you watched film. You saw the film. Just go with it, dude. Go with it.
I think that's yourself. And that's part of the reason why we haven't been able to win for a long time. Is like a lot of times, for some reason, we keep hiring people in this Colts franchise that forget that football is kind of like baseball. It's a game just as old as time. And at the end of the day, whenever you result back to it, big man beats little man. Fast man beats slow man. It's just something you just don't need to overthink. And you just need to realize versus, again, like I said, versus certain teams, you just have to go out and play. Like, perfect example right here, Dave says, just like I said, like some of those situational things. He said 3 weeks ago, Andy Reid ran the damn thing 45 times against us. It wasn't like they were torching us with the run, but he knew what it took to win. Exactly. Now, like I said, I brought it up last week. Maybe it was last week or it was 3 weeks ago, whenever we came on after the Kansas City game. We had the ball. It was like 5 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock. We were already up in the fourth quarter to begin with in the first place. We threw the ball every time and punted them the ball and gave Patrick Mahomes the ball with 4 minutes and 54 seconds left on the clock.
We talked about this last week.
And I don't forget it because of the fact that I thought it was so stupid that you don't just run right there and just
run the clock.
Force
if
them
nothing
to
else,
use at
run
least
the clock.
one time.
Yeah.
Make them force them to use one time out.
Same thing.
At the end of the day, when you like his mentality, one of his 4 pillars, throw to score, run to win. When you're up in the fourth quarter with a double-digit lead, run to win. Like,
now,
it just gets
that's not going to be a problem the rest of the year
because
we're not going to be up in the fourth.
We talked about this last week because I said I turned the game off after we threw the ball 9 times in a row and we had 3 3 and outs in a row. It just didn't make sense. Situational should change depending on who you're playing, right? If you're playing a team like Kansas City, at that point, it's keep away. I don't care how bad Patrick Mahomes plays for 3 quarters. He could play terrible for 3 quarters.
He's still Patrick Mahomes.
He could throw 3 interceptions every quarter for the first 3 quarters. He could be down 35-7. He could have 8 minutes left on the clock in the fourth quarter. That man could find a way to come back.
Treat it like you up 1.
Yeah, like that man will find that. For some reason, Kansas City can find a way to come back. You can't sleep on that. It's they get all that, and I hate saying this, but they get all the flags. So it's like, if you're on offense and their defense ain't making stops,
it's coming.
In that type of situation, some kind of flag's coming. No matter how good your offense is playing.
We're the Colts. You got to know the flags are against us anyway.
Every time. I've been saying this. It was even back when we had who did we have? Rock Ya-Sin, right? I used to say I loved Rock Ya-Sin. I didn't want Rock Ya-Sin to leave. He always got all the flags. But he only got the flags against quarterbacks that were either named Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, the big name quarterbacks.
Imagine that.
The refs are looking for those flags. Any other game, he was playing the same aggressiveness that he played, but he was getting those because you're wearing the shoe, dude. We're a small market team.
You're never gonna get down there. I see you.
You're never gonna get the flags, man.
Hey, Josh, the Army-Navy game happened today, brother. That's what you want to go watch, man. I don't think we're gonna see it tomorrow.
But yeah, man. So it's just been those things that I kind of saw situationally that kind of it started to tip it off for me. But again, like at this point in time, it does you no good to fire a GM and a coach, and to try and start it over and try and find a new vision with no future. So
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I think you got to leave this head coach and this GM in place, and let them adjust their vision, because obviously they had a plan when they traded 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner. Obviously, Daniel Jones wasn't paid at that time, but you still got to know that they had a plan and they need to stick to it and just figure out how to adjust it a little bit. And that's what was my reasoning for the quarterbacks that were already there. You don't have to have guys learn a system. You bring in one more capable quarterback, and goes back to my original comment about Riley Leonard. I didn't mean to say he was bad per se, but just more so that he was young, stepping into a season with pretty much the playoffs on the line. It'd be a lot to ask a 6th-round rookie to sit here and say, hey, we need you to take us to the playoffs, even though you're about to see 37 different defenses that you've never seen in your life when you were a quarterback in college that was primarily in a kind of run-first type scheme, or even where he would just be running the ball. So it's just be a huge ask of him to sit there and do that. So I think you also got to think, make sure you're ready for next year.
I think Shane and them probably had that conversation with Riley after the game. I don't think it was like I don't think he's good enough.
No,
I think
no one's
maybe
on this kid. Yeah,
I think there was a conversation with Shane and Ballard and Riley, and maybe like, hey, how are you feeling? Like, not like, do you think you can do this type conversation, but like, how are you feeling? And maybe they just kind of read his body language and there just wasn't enough confidence. And you could tell that he was just kind of feeling the pressure of like, well, I don't know if I can handle being the savior of this fucking team right now. Like,
I mean, also you don't want to kill his confidence. Like you put this young kid in there and he loses 5 games to close the season and everybody's like, hey, we were 8-4 and then you came in and lost 5 games.
Like,
yeah,
it's not
it's
fair,
all his
it's
fault. Like that's not right to him to do either. So
I don't want to hear shit about like if he ends up playing this tomorrow or down the road, whatever. I don't want to hear a damn negative thing about Riley Leonard because he was supposed to be QB3 all year, like if even on the active roster, you know. So give that kid a break. Again, maybe he develops into somebody down the road, but this is not. This isn't his role here. You know, he's not going to come in and be the savior of the franchise, and that kind of expectation can't be put on him. That's not who he is right now. So yeah, that's craziness to me.
Yeah, it's just a really, 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 really tough spot, and I mean, it's tighter than being in a rock and a hard place. Like this is that you just don't see teams kind of fall on these type of unprecedented territories. I mean, like you look at even the New Orleans Saints, that after all the money that they spent when they had Sean Payton, they were basically, I want to say it was like negative $80 million underneath the cap or whatever before they had him. The Denver Broncos, where they traded for Russell Wilson, but they were also, I think it was like they were like 200 and or no, not 200 because I think they gave him some guaranteed. I think it was like 170 million or something over the cap. The Jets, for example, you know, not having or basically kind of wasting some players and whatnot. Like, there's just not very many teams that don't have picks
and
lost
can't win
pretty much their players that they had. Even have a fourth over another first round pick at quarterback that should be waiting in the wings, but he can't play because he has a broken eye. Lose your best defensive player, lose your second and third best defensive players. I mean, like there's just not too many teams that have this kind of luck and then have to try and figure it out for the next 2 years. So, obviously, I think like Matt said, Matt kind of rattled off everything that Shane was able to do and stuff like that. And obviously, you're not going to have a perfect season where everything you call is going to go great. We can critique his play calling; it's a part of it. But it's like some of these minuscule things and minute points to playing football and where he gets out situationally that just irks my nerves. And if he fixed those, he'd be a fucking damn good coach. I swear he would be. I mean, this dude, he was averaging, I want to say it was I think we were like 10th in on offense with Gardner Minshew as his goddamn quarterback. He had Anthony Richardson scoring like 24, 25 points a game while completing less than 50% of his passes. Can't nobody tell me Shane can't run some damn offense. But if he fixed some of these things that just keep getting him killed as a coach, because there's some times where he's like elite at calling some coaching stuff, but there's just sometimes where he just kills me. If he gets out of his own way, you know, I mean,
it'd be great. It'd be great.
I really don't know how we can fix it, but that was my idea of trying to put it together at least for the next 2 years. And hell, maybe if they even get it right, we win 9 games, 10 games next year and this year. We could even be set up in 2028 to maybe do something.
Look, it's rough right now, but it's not all bleak, right? All these guys are gonna hopefully, you know, knock on wood, all these guys will come back healthy, whatever. Like, if we can get out of the doom and gloom of the next couple weeks, which very well might be rough, the outlook for the franchise, it doesn't need to be blown up. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. Like, we still have a good team here.
Yeah.
It's tough,
and I do hate that I'm like bashing on Shane a little bit, and I think it's just because even earlier on in the season, he always took the ball first. But early on in the season, his 20-play script was always like perfection,
elite.
It was like we were scoring on that first drive every time.
It was ridiculous.
Never 3 and out. We were getting 3 or we were getting 7. It was guaranteed.
It was ridiculous.
The last few weeks, it's like for some reason he's seemed off. I don't know. Maybe Maybe he got his wife pregnant. Maybe he's distracted. I don't know.
I mean, that's real. Like there could be other stuff.
There's some kind of stuff going on that he's not in his bag right now.
As long as it's not like a Sharon Moore type of thing, we're all right.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That man's hanging out with Diddy right now.
Anyway.
but Matt nailed it, man. Like it's like I do think I know what the issue happened was. I think it came down to obviously play came down a little bit, competition got a little bit stiffer, but I think kind of the injuries started to bite us a bit. I think it was some of the tendencies. Like I remember me and Trev kind of had a deep discussion about this. I can't remember if you were on the show or not, Matt, but I think you were. But it was kind of after that Atlanta Falcons win. And I was basically like, me and Trev were just kind of like settled. We were happy that we got the win, can go into the bye week and correct some of these issues, self-scout, tendency breakers and stuff. I truly feel like I it's tough to say because I think Shane's a great coach and I don't think he would have, allowed this to happen. But I think we went into that bye week and we just sat and had Thanksgiving for 2 weeks. Like I don't think we did. Ourselves. I don't think we did any self-scout. I don't think we fixed anything. I don't think we changed anything. Everything stayed exactly the same. I think he said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's been working all year. Why should we change anything?
Yeah.
And I truly think that's what happened, and then everything else just caught up to us.
That's what's dangerous too, though, man. Because like the season is like a growing and changing thing. Like the team you are early on is not the same team you are in October, November, December. Where like
that was my bad. I was so juiced to Adam. I didn't know you were doing it. And I clicked.
I was too. I saw
him out real quick.
I saw him pop out, and I said, "Man, look at this! Look at that handsome man."
I saw Indianapolis pop up there, and I got excited. I was like, "Oh!"
hey, Damon, you kind of look like you're in a psych ward, though. Your walls are real white. And
yeah, I know you looking a little pale there. You had me standing up at attention.
Bro's whitewashed.
Yeah, what's going on, Matt?
My bad. What were you saying, though, Trev?
Oh no, just how the season is a changing thing, right? Like your team is not going to be the same throughout the year. So if you're doing the same things in December that you were doing in September, you're not going to win that way. And that's part of the problem. Obviously, there's a lot more factors, but I'll throw it over to Damon, man. Welcome back in, brother.
What's going on?
Oh,
but yeah, I'll kind of just give you a little bit over of what me and Trev was just talking about, because it was basically like we were just talking about how things were going so well for us throughout the first half of the season, and then kind of like I was like spotting stuff out throughout the season. I don't know if you remember early on in the Rams game, where basically I was saying, why is Shane keep taking the ball first to start games? I didn't like it then. The first half didn't really have urgency to like when the first half be coming to the end, we got the ball with like 3 minutes left or something. I didn't feel like we were trying to score. And I was basically saying I was happy we came away with the win in Atlanta, but I felt like over the bye week, which I don't believe Shane would ever really take his foot off the gas, but I felt like guys just kind of sat for 2 weeks and had Thanksgiving for 2 weeks. And we didn't self-scout. We didn't tendency break. We didn't work on any of it. And we just thought maybe it's not broke. Don't fix it. Don't try and change anything.
Well said.
I think that and injuries pretty much came back to bite us to get us where we are right now. And that's basically what we just started talking about.
Yeah. Well, I think first things first, injuries are inevitable no matter who you are, no matter what team you are. I know we've whined a lot this year regarding injuries, and let's not act like we've had the best of luck, but I think about teams like the 49ers who have quite literally made Super Bowl runs with way more injuries than we have dealt with. So I don't want to make injuries the only excuse, but everything that you just said directly comes right back to coaching. Everything you said, you know what I mean? The environment that we allow, I know me and Trevor were kind of talking about it earlier, but we're going on year 8, year 9 of this practically identical core that we've had since the 17-18 season. And it's an issue. There's no hunger. You know, we just seem like a really friendly team. Even whenever we dominate on the back end, I feel like we give up a bunch. So I think it's time for a new regime. That's my personal opinion. I'm not saying blow the whole thing up because unfortunately, due to our cap space and draft capital, we can't. We're stuck. We're unfortunately stuck where we're at. But I think we need to get the right people in charge. I mean, I have so much I want to talk about. I hate that I'm getting here so late, but
I was just about to say.
I feel like a broken record just with a lot of things that I talk about with Shane and a lot of my disappointment with him. But calling the offense, even the announcers noticed just some of the things and the confusing things that he does. Everything out of shotgun, nothing single back. The protections are odd. Nothing seems like it's really gearing us up to succeed, or to our strengths per se. So I guess that's kind of where I stand with this football team. I'm at the point where I'm not going to let myself get hurt about it. I can tell you this: the game will probably be way closer than it's supposed to be tomorrow. So all of us are sitting here watching it, and we will lose on a stupid call or a horrible blown coverage. So mark that.
I just got to say this, man. This is why I love this show, man. I love being part of the group. I love all four of you guys, man. I know Zach's not here, but the fact that Damon could just come in here an hour and a half in and basically just reiterate everything we said from the start of this show to when he just hopped in and basically have the exact same like-minded thinking. It just amazes me, man. I love you guys, and I just love to be a part of it. It sucks that the Colts sit here and do this to us. But it's just like it's just crazy how we've been
so emotional toward each other the last couple of days, man. Like
we have to be, man. The Colts are just
talking about
it.
We were talking about it earlier.
Crazy, ain't it?
We were talking about it earlier about how we were fucking. What was it last night or this morning? About how like the Colts, as terrible as they've been over the years, brought us all together. We've never even met, and we all talk to each other more than we probably, you guys talk to your wives.
It's
more than I talk to really anyone
it's
else.
Fucking
like,
crazy.
We are texting all. Sometimes I have to mute the chat because I'm like in a meeting.
We're just ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
It's just fucking crazy because Matt and Trev are literally in the military, and we just trauma bond over the Colts.
Trev's not.
What was?
He's a fucking quitter.
Hey, I did my time, all right? I'm a see it through and get the fuck out her.
No, you didn't. I've been in 16 years, man.
Hey, good on you.
16 years of my life.
And that, but we just
years.
Seven was.
And I'm
just saying, you guys have served real time, and we trauma bond over the Colts. Like it's crazy.
For real.
This is worse. This is worse than anything with the.
Bro, just imagine when we could actually get together as a whole, like as a group, in person, and go to a game or right. Just. We need to have like
it's not even Colts based. You know what I mean?
We need to have like a hangover type weekend.
If we can go
let's just go meet at Vegas.
We just got to make sure it's not with football. We got to go to a hockey game, a baseball game, a soccer game.
I agree.
We got to go to something. We got to go to something.
Don't care about.
We got to go
talk about soccer.
Matt's gonna be drinking Coors Light.
I'm just saying something where we're not going to sit there and cry over the Colts the whole time.
Yeah,
right.
We go to a Colts game, we might just be pissed. It's just gonna be five angry dudes walking around.
It's crazy because I was gonna go to the game tomorrow. Like my plan was to buy tickets.
Don't do it.
I remember you saying that early in the year.
Yeah, and I'm so glad I didn't. I'm so glad I was like,
you could have seen Uncle Phil in the flesh, man. I don't know.
Well, no, not doing it. Not doing it. I'm so glad.
Noodle arm, sidearm thing.
After I decided to watch some Seattle games first to see how good they were, and when I was watching some of the stomping they were putting on people, I was like, dude, I'd be in that stadium just in tears, crying in person. Yeah. I'd rather do that at home, where I can turn the game off.
No, but I do like, though, I meant to say this earlier. Damon, you were talking about how you would go with the new regime, and it's interesting because like everything you said. So I'm on the other side of it. We talked about a little bit ago. I wouldn't fire him. But I can't disagree with anything you said. Like it's completely fair about like just where we're at as a franchise, like the frustrations and shit.
That laugh was not supposed to.
I meant to say that earlier. I want to make sure I said it to you. But like, I get that point. I get where we're at now because it's like it's been so many years. You can't keep covering up the past mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But it's I don't know. I'm just on the other end of it.
I think that
Dang, that pretty young fella.
She must be talking about Matt.
I'm not young. You're young. You're what, like 28, 29?
27.
Yeah, see?
You're out of ARP, Matt.
Shit, I am. I'm about to be retired in 3 years. Fuck out of here.
Woo!
Yeah, we on a whole nother level. Like this is insane.
I'm
Hey,
laughing too
but-
hard, Trev. I didn't even hear what you said 'cause I was laughing too hard.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I did not hear what Trev said. I'm dying. I'm done.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
hold on.
Hey,
hold on.
I think we will
Hold
run
on.
the Wildcat, John.
I don't know. See, the Wildcat is something wild to try to predict. Like, I don't know. We could, or we couldn't. We've seen it a couple times. Y'all need to chill. Stop.
So tomorrow,
My
right? We
fucking
got
face hurt. Quit making me laugh, dude.
we got
Oh.
Seattle tomorrow. It's going to be a tough
Um,
game, tough game tomorrow. We got the Seattle
yeah.
Seahawks. And,
Yeah, so speaking of the game tomorrow, man, I think Josh had dropped the score prediction. He said his was 40-7. He had Seahawks beating the Colts tomorrow. Why don't we go ahead and jump into some predictions, man? I guess I'll go ahead and start us off, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna say 35-17. I'll be generous to us, but I'm gonna say 35-17.
you don't think Seattle will score like 27?
No, the way our defense been playing the last couple of weeks.
Have they announced who's playing corner? I'm assuming Jalen Jones is going to be CB1. Is Lamont back? I know he looked like he about broke his leg last week.
Oh, I forgot we're down. But no, it's going to be Jalen Jones and Mekhi Blackman. Those are going to be our starting corners.
Has there been any update to Hilton, Mike Hilton?
No, there hasn't. But he should have been off IR like 2 weeks ago.
2
Bro,
weeks
I forgot
ago.
he was still on the roster.
And he
yeah.
played good. He looked really good when he was out there. That's what was
My
really weird.
God,
So
I forgot.
I mean, not that we really. I mean, he plays more slot anyways. So
Real quick, hey Trev, did you see Edmonton just put a fucking ass whooping on Toronto? Dude,
No,
it was
I did not.
6-2.
Damn, it sounded like what the Lightning did to the Devils the other night.
Yo, fuck you.
Yeah, for tomorrow, man, for Seattle, look, I think we're going to struggle initially just to move the ball at all. I really feel like we will. But I also, like Damien, you said it earlier where you feel like the game will be closer than it probably should be. I kind of feel the same way, man. I feel like it'll be like, well, I'm hoping it'll be kind of an ugly game, kind of forcing them to play keep away, or excuse me, we're playing keep away, not letting them have the ball. But ultimately, I see it kind of devolving later in the game. I see like 13-27, something like that. But I don't see us scoring a whole lot. I just hope we can kind of, kick field goals, hopefully run the ball, keep them off the field. But I don't think that's going to work for four quarters.
no, I don't think so either. I'll take 34-21.
21 points would be nice, though. If we can score 21.
I think we're underestimating the ability of Phillip Rivers being able to read defenses, man.
I just don't know. I just don't know what it's going to –
I think we're going to move the ball. I think we're going to move the ball fairly well. I think we will struggle to put up points, but I think we're going to have a lot of time in possession tomorrow.
My concern with Rivers – you want to go or you want me? My concern with Rivers isn't like the ability to read. I know he can. And it's not even like how far out he can get it. It's the zip on that ball. It's the speed. And I just I see it in my mind's eye of him trying to lay something out there to Alec Pierce, and it's just in the air for way too long, and it gets picked and goes there. Like I see that happening is my concern.
He's trying to set the ball go travel just like Phil.
Exactly, bro. Just wait.
Nah, Matt, I'm not underrating it at all. It's kind of like one of those things. The only reason I say 35-17 is just because I think our defense will be on the field for way too long. Personally, yeah. I think Shane will do a lot of his stuff that he always does. He'll get too smart for himself. He'll want to go for it on a bunch of fourth downs when we're in the red zone instead of taking points. Like how Damien gave us 21 points, I think it could be like 21-25 if we actually play our game. But it's kind of like one of those things, the cliche in the NFL. Where they say any given Sunday. It's like, when you look around teams, just kind of like the Atlanta Falcons beating the Bucks this past Thursday, it's like when you think about teams that could muck up a game and make it ugly and pull out a win, I just don't see us as one of those teams. Like, we've never mucked up a game to make it ugly enough for us to sit there and pull out a win. I wish we could, but
Tressa, you all right?
I just can't imagine that we can pull that off. What?
Yeah, I don't think so either, man. I'm trying to.
Oh my god!
Hey, next week we're turning the comments off. We're not.
Tressa's killing me tonight, dude.
It's gonna be
First
all
she
audio.
wants to know what I'm drinking. Then she's trying to get me high on some Muha shit. Tressa,
Yo.
you said our minds were dirty tonight. I don't know where you're at tonight.
Listen,
That's
folks,
you crazy.
This is what Philip Rivers brings to town, man.
Tressa, I need you to relax, okay? That is mine. We are trying to get the score predictions. That is mine. Relax.
Hey, fellas, next week it's no cameras, audio only. It's no comments. It's
Bro, we're gonna have to record it offline. All right.
Oh god. Oh jeez. Yeah, Damon, you gotta give us a heads up next time you come down.
Damon ain't allowed on the show anymore.
he's too handsome, man. He's too handsome.
too
He can't
handsome.
do it.
Hey, he's bad now. All right.
Oh boy. Okay.
Thank you, Tressa. It's flattering. It really is.
Hold on, give me
Yeah.
a
Hope
second.
you're having a good night, Tressa. Thank you.
Oh.
No, I appreciate it. For
But
real.
yeah, man, I just don't see us be able to muck up the game to where we can pretty much try and pull it out and get a win. It's tough. It's tough, man. So that's where I'm at with it. That's why I said the score that I got. I wish we could, but I don't see it.
No. I mean, they're one of the best teams in the league, man.
Bro, I might.
Trev, did you give a score prediction?
Yeah, I got like 27-13.
27.
Emphasis on the 27.
And then Damien, you gave your score. Matt, what's your score? What you got, brother?
I don't know, man, because I'm like in the middle of this, right? I'm kind of like, this could be a blowout, right? We could get blown the fuck out. So I'm like at a point where I'm like, this could be like a 41 to like 17 or a 41 to 21 type game. It could get ugly. But then I'm also in the situation where the Philip Rivers is just a guy that I think he doesn't have to be the most athletic, doesn't have to have the strongest arm. He's just one of the smartest fucking football players that ever played the game. And I feel like he's a guy that, as long as our defense, I don't even think this is going to go offensively, right? Everyone thinks we're going to get blown out because we lost DJ, but I don't even think this is going to be on our offense. It fully depends on what our defense is going to be able to stop, man. And, dude, I don't know, man, because to me, Philip Rivers is a game changer, in my opinion. I mean, at first I've been calling it a circus, but
in a positive way?
Yeah, I think he is. I mean,
Matt believes in Phil, but he knows the Colts are a circus, so he wants to give us more. But
I just think it's more of our defense that's my concern. Being able to stop Sam Darnold and that passing game, man. That passing game is one of the best in the league. And we don't have Chardavius Ward, we don't have Sauce Gardner, and it's all up to what Lou can do, and we don't have Buckner, so it's like pressure's going to be limited. So to me, it's not. I'm gonna stick with like a 41 to 17 game, but I'm not putting it on the offense at fault. I'm putting it on the defense.
I feel you, man. That's the same thing I said. And Dave, they had me playing quarterback. That's why.
I forgot old boy's name that they wrote out.
They had me playing quarterback, dog. It was rough for them.
It's going to be tough on the defense specifically too, because if this is why I really want to see a keep away game from us tomorrow and just run the clock short, little, take what you can get. Because if we're just going 3 and out, or God forbid turning the ball over, the defense is crushed. Like we know that we don't stand a chance in hell. If we want to avoid this being a blowout, we got to play that keep away type of
100%.
Got to be able to muck it up.
Yeah. Make it ugly for them. And
I just
maybe open a pathway for us to still get in the playoffs, but I don't know. That's a little far fetched right now to me.
I appreciate you, Josh.
I didn't even know that was his name. I was trying to figure out who the hell
Max
Brosmer was.
Brosmer.
Yeah, who's Brock?
Max
That was
Brosmer.
the damn quarterback.
He's the same dude that threw a worse pick six than Carson Wentz, dog.
Oh, he's the dude that plays in
running
Minnesota.
sideways
Okay.
and threw
Okay.
a pick six like this. Like it was the craziest shit ever. Like he looked like he was point shaving.
They said he was the first. He got cut before practice started Monday. He was cut immediately.
Oh my god! You know what's crazy is nationally renowned pundits went on national media and said, "Hey, once Brosmer gets the job, he's not giving it back. He ain't got a job now."
Who said that?
I don't remember who, but I seen a clip of it. Once Brosmer gets the job, he's not giving it back.
I guarantee
he don't have a job.
Guarantee it was Ocho. Acho, Sam Acho.
One of them, yeah.
Emmanuel Acho.
One of them that shouldn't have a platform, but for some reason, yeah. They played back in the day, so
I watched this guy play in college. He threw for the most yards in the in the JTC conference. He ain't giving that job back when he gets it.
They all think someone's gonna be Brock Purdy, bro. Everybody.
That's a once in a
Tom Brady and Brock Purdy.
Change your name. I'm laughing too hard today.
Bruh.
Oh man. It's been a week and it's been a show, boy.
This has been a damn good show. Hey, we need a show where we have everyone on. Where the fuck is Zach? Zach said he was setting up his room and then he didn't come on.
Zach would have been going crazy tonight.
Bro, this is a show. Tressa, I know you're drinking that Fireball, but you need to drink that Fireball every week.
No. Water. This right here. This is what you need.
Water. It's water in here. Water.
Don't even. We'll save the Fireball for tomorrow. Watching our Phillip Rivers offense. That might.
How about that?
Y'all gonna have me cry. My cheekbones hurt, man.
You like how I tied that back in?
It's not just Joshua. It's not just crazy. It's actually pitiful that AR has been absolutely embarrassed by national media, and McCarthy has looked, in my opinion, worse. And has ran his mouth more than AR. So I don't.
Yeah. He calls himself 9, bro. Like at least AR didn't do no cringy shit like that.
Give me that shit.
Oh, I'm 5 out here. Like, no, he's just Anthony, bro.
All his completions.
He might be terrible at football and he can't stay healthy, but at least he's just Anthony, you know?
How hard? I mean, and bro, think about his situation. It's not like Anthony Richardson has Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison.
My God, like and one of the best QB-friendly coaches in the league, if not the best. They're like, oh my God. It's almost like people said back when they drafted him, hey, you know this guy never threw the ball at Michigan, right? He just handed it off. All right, but y'all know something we don't, you know?
That's why
50-50 ball, 50-50 ball.
I kept saying he was never going to be good, but
he's ass.
Nobody listened to me.
But we got Phillip Rivers, so.
Bro, I'm sorry, but shit. You know what's crazy too? I was thinking if I would have went to the game tomorrow, if I would have bought tickets early on in the season, and I would have went. The first Colts game I ever went to was during COVID, when we had Phillip Rivers and we played the Bengals in Indy. And then if I would have went to my second Colts game in Seattle, and it would have been Phillip Rivers 5 years fucking later. That shit would have been crazy.
I'm not even completely out on the idea. Like, we talked about the logic of it earlier. I just keep coming back to, like, this is where the team is at right now, that's the move we have to make. You know what I mean? Like, after such a great start and everything we had, and this is where we're at, man. Like,
I don't think we're really far off with having a Phillip Rivers than we are with the Daniel Jones. I don't think we are offensively.
I
don't know. I'm kind of
balling,
bro.
That
second drive that Jacksonville game.
I'm pretty.
This sounds crazy. I'm sorry to cut you off. That second drive in Jacksonville was DJ's best drive he had as a Colt. That he had 3 tight window throws in a row. Looked like cover 2, cover 3, possibly on the back end, split defenders every single time.
Listen,
I don't think I would say it.
I didn't watch the second drive. When I told y'all I was turning it off, I turned it off.
I don't think I would say that, Damon. I think his overtime drive in Atlanta.
Oh, I go that way.
Okay,
hold on. Stop. Time out. I don't even think that drive was really on him. He had that one really good throw to Tyler Warren, but Jonathan Taylor took over in that.
No, sorry. The drive to get to overtime is what you mean.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
talking about the drive in the
we
fourth
got
quarter,
Space knocked
not
in.
the drive in the
Yeah.
overtime.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
like,
okay.
That
No,
one was
no.
cold.
I
and then
thought you
gotta
were talking
say-
about the overtime
it was
drive itself.
third and 21. Oh my goodness!
Oh,
I know
let me answer this. Let me answer this. Taylor Heineke.
Yeah, how about
I've been saying that all week. Taylor Heineke. I would have brought him in. That was we had rumors that like we were talking Sam Ellinger or Taylor Heineke or that.
Well, Ellinger turned us down.
But fuck
I would have let.
Dude's trash anyway. He knew
I would have let Ronnie Leonard play.
I probably would as well.
But if we were in a situation where we were guaranteed to bring someone in, like we were, right? I agree. I would have let Riley Leonard play, in my opinion. But since we're talking about who else would we have brought in, it would have been Taylor Heineke. I said it to Trev. I said it to Zach and Damon. I don't know. I think I said it to DeMarco separately. I was like, Taylor Heineke. I remember watching him in Washington. And I was like, this guy's a starting caliber quarterback. Like, he's just not playing in a good roster. But I don't Taylor Heineke for sure.
You know,
pretty young thing. Where are you from?
Hey, you know who I'm not picking up the phone for?
Hey, he lives down in Fort Worth.
Doxing. hey, either way, like who we could have brought in, who I'm not calling is fucking Cam Newton. Like, I don't know why this became a story, but he goes out there. Oh, it's a slap in the face. Dude,
yeah, because Cam got butthurt on his offense.
Never would have fit this offense. You relied on your athleticism, and you don't have it anymore. We've seen that the last time you played. Like, it was never even a serious conversation at all. I don't know why he had to open his mouth and talk about, oh, it's a slap in the. Get the fuck out of here, bro. No one wants to sign Cam Newton.
We don't even have a connection.
Bro, and the other
no,
shit
there's nothing there.
The other shit that's been driving me crazy is the Colin Kaepernick stuff. I've been seeing that too.
Are they still?
Yeah,
I thought that finally died.
They do that every year.
So people started talking about it because we brought in a 44-year-old quarterback. People are, why didn't they call Colin Kaepernick? Oh, they must be racist. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, we called the guy who coaches the same offense, who played on this team before, who played with Michael Pittman Jr.
There was logical thinking.
I'm gonna say this: if you have Michael Pittman Jr. on fantasy, you might as well start him because if you remember what he did the year he had, he was with.
He's throwing to Pitt. Yeah, he's throwing.
He's throwing to fucking Pittman, or Tyler Warren. So it's just, come on, man. Like, stop being stupid. Cam Newton is a clown, and Colin Kaepernick, I haven't seen him throw football in 4 years when he was posting videos trying to.
They were never real options, yeah. Like, and I didn't think Rivers was either, but you can see the logic.
It doesn't even matter though. Kaepernick ain't been good since like fucking like
1 year.
1 year.
Yeah, he had 1 year.
I can't believe
I was in high school. I was in high school when Colin Kaepernick was good at football. Like,
fuck you, dude. Fuck you. I was in the army. I just came back from Afghanistan.
Like, I don't even know why his name get brought up.
We got why are we giving Colin Kaepernick airtime? This is over with. Like, dude, if we would have talked about Kaepernick when we first started this show 5-6 years ago, I would have said that's crazy. This guy, like, he's not a real.
We did. We did. So we had the conversation. We had the conversation about Cam Newton too, but like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, it was different. It was
when we first started the show. I think most of us wanted Cam Newton because he was still playing. Yeah. He was like 1 year out.
Guess what? If it was 2019, I still wouldn't want Cam Newton on this team. So I don't care. I don't know why it's a slap in the face.
You would have disagreed with us because I think the majority of us
maybe at the time.
I wanted Matthew Stafford. I was a Matthew Stafford guy. I was like, bring that man in. Like, I wanted him, and then he got traded.
I just wanted to keep Carson.
Same. We say all the time.
Same.
I thought our offensive line at that time would have got Baker and Matthew Stafford killed, so I didn't want either of them. That's why I didn't want either of them.
Hey, but either way, tomorrow they just can't get freaking.
Clearly, I was wrong about both.
Yeah.
Well, I would have taken Baker Mayfield down there. Like, I mean, like I said, I didn't have anything against Stafford or Baker. I just thought they played behind poor offensive lines and they got hurt too much. And I thought our offensive line would have got them hurt, but I was clearly wrong.
After I saw
I would take either of them.
After what I saw Baker do in LA, when Stafford got hurt. I
when he was there for like a week and won a fucking game.
Yeah, I would have taken him in there. I would have taken him in a heartbeat after him the way he played in LA. Yeah, I for sure would have taken him in.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Baker Mayfield. Shit, I would have taken Justin Fields at one point too. Like I really liked Justin Fields coming out.
There was a point in time. I would have, not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. No, but like before, I liked Justin Fields coming out of college. He's probably one of the only quarterbacks out of Ohio State that I actually like.
All right, folks. Appreciate everybody for coming in, especially you, Damon PYT, Mr. Late. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that came in as a new viewer. But seriously, appreciate everybody who jumped in here, had the chat bumping. Appreciate all of you guys. Sorry for another disappointing year for the Colts, but it isn't all doom and gloom. I know there is there's still 4 games left, so hopefully we can pull out a win because playoff hopes to possibly still be alive.
It's still in there.
So, hopefully they can surprise us. But we appreciate all of y'all, especially for everybody sticking through for this long show that we have for you guys. But y'all know what it is. As always,
go Colts.
Second down, he fakes the Taylor, fires over the middle, completes. Pittman